Hi, Matias. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your reflections on the class that you took 5 years ago and what's been happening since then.
Okay. So yeah, like looking back uh, at that class 5 years ago, I'm glad I had the chance to have those hard conversations because I've been ever since then I've been confronting racism, and one thing that I've learned, uh, it's not really people's values that are messed up. Sometimes they're just afraid or just plain ignorant. I notice if you could be patient with these people, it takes time, but they can be changed. For example, I have a friend that he is half Navajo and half white. Um, he didn't grow up around African Americans. He used to make racist jokes and rude comments. One day I just got tired of him, so I just kind of threw it back at him and asked him, why do you feel that that's okay to say things like that? Um, I asked him if he's ever been discriminated against, or how would he feel if someone talked to his kid that way or his family member that way. Um, I know his values, and I know he wouldn't want to be taunted or made fun of. But I learned racism. I mean, he learned racism from his white dad, and I think I got him to think about it more. I noticed he stopped saying stuff like that around me, so maybe I might have struck a nerve. Racism is a systemic issue, and a lot of people don't see that. Uh, it's in our workforce, our grocery stores, our homes, our schools. So we just all need to be able to talk about it and listen to people and do everything in our power to end racism. Uh, when I came back, when I went back to get my GED, uh, it was just there was a couple reasons why, but one of them was the main reason so I could uh, teach my kids, because I was getting uh, third grade, fourth grade of math work and English work, and it was hard for me to teach my kids. So, but anyways, I just wanted to help them do better in school. So before I started working on my GED, I used to live in an apartment complex where there was a lot of African refugees, and I would go to work every day as a landscaper, and I would look at these in these refugees that were just staying home all day, and I would just think to myself, what a bunch of freeloaders just hanging out here all day, getting all these benefits while I can't even get health insurance or any kind of benefit. And through my ABE classes, I've learned more about these refugees and how they escape from war and being tortured and all this bad stuff going on. And so my understandings grew, and I had been numb, but in these classes helped wake me up. There was a lot of stuff I didn't know, and I'm glad to learn more about. Now I try to make sure my kids understand too, and just keep educating and talking about it is really helped with to understand racism. It's been 5 years since I took that class, and I feel even more strongly that we need to keep educating about racism. Uh, just the other day, all these these white guys that work at my job started giving me a just like making these little comments and kind of trying to start trouble. But they said it must be nice to be the brown guy in charge while us white guys are out breaking our backs. I didn't say anything, but in my head, I thought, you have no idea what it took for me to get here. And like in my field of work in the horticulture world, we have to go through all these trainings and all these certifications and do all these seminars on how to, learn how to work with diverse groups. And there's just a lot, that they just don't know what it takes. And it's not just a brown guy or a black person or a white guy. It takes anybody just to work their way up into a good position, a work position. So one way, I got to where I'm at is, through the Learning Center, which, helped me with my GED. But not only that, I participated in the Leadership Council, and I learned a lot from that experience. One last word, this work is really hard. We got to keep doing what we can to heal the wounds, and just keep, doing the work, and just keep educating, so we could fight racism. And that's all what I got. And just want to thank Cynthia and everybody for having me again, and thanks for listening. And I hope this helps out in your classrooms and in your teachings. Thank you.